Coming up on this week's news, the trade is set to get a big boost as the government makes solar panels compulsory on new homes. Grants for heat pumps look set to be extended to other renewable kit, and 3 school pupils need surgery after receiving electric shocks at a private school in Somerset. Welcome to Electrical News Weekly, whether you're listening in the van, on site or down at the wholesale counter. I'm Joe Robinson and I've been through the best of the electrical industry news to save you the trouble. And if you think you've spotted the 2 words that I've been challenged to slip into this week's show, comment with them below for the chance to win a prize. The electrical trade is set to get a major boost from a government plan to make solar panels compulsory on all new houses. Under the law, house builders and housing associations will be required to add PV to the roofs of their new properties by 2027. Specifically, the Future Home Standard will mandate that the panels cover 40% of a building's footprint at full efficiency and capacity. The policy is estimated to add between £3,000 and £4,000 to the cost of building a home. And homeowners can expect to save up to £1,000 on their annual energy bills. But house builders aren't happy with the proposals. The Home Builders Federation says that solar is not appropriate in every location and orientation. It argues that panels on north-facing roofs operate at only 50% efficiency. This means they'll have to load north roofs with twice the number of panels as south-facing ones. The Federation says a more realistic target is 20%. The law on solar panels comes as the government proposes expanding the incentives it gives to householders to install renewable technologies. The boiler upgrade scheme has seen grants of up to £7,500 given for heat pump and biomass boiler installs. After a slow start, demand for heat pumps is now soaring. Ministers are now considering widening it to cover air-to-air heat pumps and heat batteries. One sector that appears to be struggling with heat pumps, however, is schools. Facility managers have told researchers from Baxi that the technical difficulty of replacing legacy gas boilers with low-temperature systems is a big problem. Additionally, the installation of large heat pump projects is often constrained by power capacity and the short school holidays. Instead, Baxi wants more government support for hybrid systems which combine heat pumps and condensing boilers and use the existing pipework. It also wants more measures to tackle the skills shortage. A solution to that skills shortage could be found in an unlikely source, industry leaders believe. They're pinning their hopes that it might be solved by Google. That's because the tech giant is investing £7.5 million to support the training of 100,000 electricians and 30,000 apprentices in America. Google says the new recruits are desperately needed to build data centres and the infrastructure required by artificial intelligence. It's hoped that the company and other tech giants will in time support the trade on this side of the pond. In other news, 3 school pupils were left needing surgery after they were electrocuted at a public school in Somerset. The boys, aged between 13 and 14, were rushed to hospital after apparently coming into contact with an overhead cable at the £58,000 a year Millfield School near Glastonbury. The trio suffered severe burns. The school has now been referred to the Health and Safety Executive. A spokeswoman for Millfield said it was working closely with the authorities to investigate how the accident occurred. In product news, an extension lead popularised on TikTok has been recalled over the serious risk of electric shock. The Chinese-made unit, which includes 3 power sockets and 6 USB outlets, features a non-compliant plug, says trading standards officials. The bottom 2 pins are less than 9.5mm from the periphery of the plug, less than the minimum permissible distance. If the user plugs in the device without the pins fully entering the socket and then they try to remove the plug by placing their fingers close to the base of the pins, they could receive an electric shock. I've put a link in the show notes to the Trading Standards Advisory, which contains all the relevant information, including serial numbers and barcodes. EV charger supplier ChargeMate has teamed up with charger maker Hager in what the brands are calling a hardware partnership. The upshot is that ChargeMate's Libra load balancing device will now operate seamlessly with Hager's kit. Instead of allocating a set amount of power to a building's EV chargers, Libra cleverly allows you to dynamically use any available power when the building is running below its maximum use. Libra also features out-of-the-box integration with the Tap Electric app, as well as integration with the sub-zone load management and individual phase monitoring. It talks to the outside world via 4G, Ethernet and Wi-Fi. To commission it, you just use the touchscreen. Now, welcome to our Electrical News Weekly feature where we focus on a specific product area. This week, it's Gary's favourite subject, software and apps. They're increasingly the way for the trade and householders to commission and operate complex technologies. Charger maker Rolec has unveiled Rolec Connect, all-in-one software designed to help electricians work smarter and faster. While the app has all the product specs in one place, it also connects you to installation or maintenance project leads in your area. You can manage projects, conduct site surveys and generate customer quotations without hunting around for wholesaler prices. To impress clients, you can show them the proposed charging kit in place using augmented reality. The app includes training, maintenance plans, and warranty management. It will also introduce you to Zuzu, your cute electronic assistant who can point you to any resource that you need. TradeKart is a rapid delivery app which connects electricians to their nearest wholesaler. You can check if your kit's in stock, compare prices, and get it delivered in as little as 30 minutes. Big brands supporting the app include Toolstation, as well as a host of builders merchants and independent electrical distributors. And the big news this week is that TradeKart has now teamed up with Yes Electrical. The collaboration is called Yes Rapid, and it's available from over 70 of its branches across the UK. You simply place your order via the TradeKart app and monitor the delivery progress in real time for a delivery charge of just £5. Kobbr is the unusual name for new quotation software for electricians and other tradespeople. It allows you to create estimates quickly, send branded proposals, and get customer approval all in the app. You can also import price lists as well as follow up the quotes with email and texts. And off the back of apps and software, our question of the week last week came from a free training package on smart systems that we made with the Lucico group. We asked, setting up various smart devices to go to specific settings when a specific function is triggered is referred to as what? The options were grouping, pairing, a scene, and timer. The answer was, of course, a scene. On YouTube, 37% of you got it right, while on LinkedIn, 46% did. Another win for the LinkedIners. Maybe next week the YouTube fightback will begin, so keep an eye out for this week's question. That's our Electrical News Weekly roundup of products or people that we think deserve some attention. Next week, we're making a racket about protection. Circuit protection, that is. In promo news this week, we have two opportunities for you to witness the event of the summer. No, not Gordon getting his annual round in at the eFIXX team outing. We're still waiting on that. You wouldn't believe the level of procrastination. We're talking about the reunion of the warring Gallagher brothers in the first Oasis concert since, well, forever. 2009 to be exact. NVC Lighting has 4 tickets for Wembley in July, plus travel and accommodation. The campaign, which runs until the end of May, rewards you for your purchases. For spends of £250, you get a £5 Greggs voucher. For £400, it's a £10 voucher. And there's also 15 prizes a month in Amazon vouchers. All entries go into the draw for the Oasis tickets. I've put a link to the competition in the show notes. Schnieder Electric, meanwhile, is offering a pair of hospitality tickets in its What's the Story promotion. The Oasis tickets offer premium club-level hospitality, some of the best seats in the stadium, and access to exclusive bars. You'll also get Oasis merch and a £50 Uber voucher to get you home afterwards. Runner-up prizes aren't too shabby either. They include Ticketmaster and Apple Music gift cards in values from £50 to £250. To enter, spend £250 on Schnieder products at participating wholesalers, and you'll receive an entry ticket. Simply scan the QR code on your competition entry ticket to access the entry form. The competition closes at the end of June 2025. More good news, the Robus Big Ticket promo is back. This is your chance to win an unforgettable trip to Dublin with Robus and eFIXX. Think factory tours, a deep dive into the Robus kit, and naturally, we've organised an ease up in a brewery, the iconic Guinness Beer House, of course. If you missed out last time and got all wriggly with frustration, now's your chance to get involved. Just click the link I've put in the show notes, answer a few questions based on a recent Robus video, and you could soon be packing your bag for Ireland. You might even get to sit with Gary on the flight. The winner will be announced live on the Robus stand at CEF Live in June. Before we go, a big welcome to England footballer and former Spark Stuart Pearce, who this week becomes a patron of the electrical industry charity. Pearce began his career as an apprentice electrician with Brent Council. He then went on to run his own electrical business, and even during his early football days at Coventry City and Nottingham Forest, he continued working as a tradesman. He even advertised his services in the Match Day programme. Can't see your mole doing that. Anyway, great to have you back involved with the trade, Stuart. We'll have to get you on an episode of eFIXX TV one of these weeks. Speaking of which, this Wednesday's live stream includes Paul Collins and Paul Chaffers from Hager, so we'll be talking all things switchgear, and it's a special week as Gordon's not around, so I'll be popping in to support Gary instead. So if you want to hear me accidentally slipping into my best Gordon impression, then tune in at 8 PM. Also this week, on Friday the 16th of May, Steve, Gary and Gordon will be at the eLEX show in Harrogate, so if you see them in their bright red polo shirts, come up and say hello. The exhibition is at the event centre at the Great Yorkshire Showground. And finally, please spare a thought for friend of the channel and all-round good egg, Jim Rugg. Rugg is a senior account manager at Tesla who knows a thing or two about Powerwalls. He recently did what's termed a mud race for charity. This involved running through 8-inch deep mud in a riverbank in Essex while dressed as a flamingo. Anyway, the sad news is that Rugg lost his wedding ring in the bog, and Mrs. Rugg isn't too pleased. However, he's determined to get it back and has vowed to return with a metal detector. The bizarre mud flamingo wedding ring themed story even made it onto the BBC News. Congratulations and all the best with the hunt, Jim. And our usual reminder that we're in the market for your stories, your projects and your recommendations, as we'd like to share them with the wider eFIXX community. Over the next few weeks we'll be featuring circuit protection, sustainability and fire safety and security. So send us pictures of your installs or let us know if you've come across any new kit or companies that are making your job easier, or any products that you think deserve a shout out. And just before we get to your favourite bit of the show where I reveal last week's challenge words and winners, we want to thank our premium partners. We couldn't make the news without you. First up, they're the people who've created the Swiss Army knife of solar inverters along with all-weather batteries. Very much the Boy Scouts of the solar industry, it's SunSync. Doubling down on terminal screws in their top quality circuit protection products and building innovative isolating units with built-in surge protection, it's Whitecliffe Electrical Distribution. In an age of energy uncertainty, if you're looking for your next EV charge point to install, then helping you charge into the future with confidence, it's Rolec. And now, suspend your disbelief like you suspend a cable tray. If you need to get any piece of building services equipment into the air and keep it there, then check out ZipClip. With their new award-winning Lumo consumer unit and offering complete product support from their highly trained team, it's CPN Kudis. Don't forget to use the code eFIXX30 to claim your 30% discount on top quality light fittings from Philips and Ecolink. Download the Lumexpert app today and make your life easier and less expensive. It's the light of our lives, Signify. And the best thing to come out of Yorkshire since stainless steel, the home of EV Ultra and other groundbreaking and quality products, it's Doncaster Cables. Click the links in the show notes to find out more about these great brands. If you think you know the words I've smuggled into this week's show, pop your guess into the comments. We'll take all the correct guesses and select one at random to be the winner of an eFIXX goodie bag prize. Answers submitted after about lunchtime on the Thursday after release will not be entered into the draw. Now let's reveal the winners of last week's challenge word competition. Last week's words were plethora and peevish. Not a single comment was found with both right answers, despite guesses coming in across multiple platforms. The second one was buried right at the very end of the show, so I think perhaps some people didn't stay focused until the end. And so I've decided to award last week's prize to Paul Mac 8016 because he got one word right and made me chuckle, because after I specifically and categorically said that beer keller was not one of the challenge words, he guessed it anyway. What a legend. So, well done to you, Paul. Make sure you click the Get Involved link in the show notes to claim your prize. Thanks for listening to this episode of Electrical News Weekly. Make sure you subscribe to receive the next update. Thanks for listening, and until next time, have a great week. Stay safe out there, and remember, there's no such thing as a torque-calibrated arm.